Hey guys, it's Maj here and welcome to this comparison between the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 chip versus Apple A14 Bionic chipset. These two chipsets is all about speed, more speed, power efficiency and increase in graphics performance. So we'll be starting this comparison with the CPU and GPU, which are the cornerstones of day-to-day performance. But first, let's talk about the prices of smartphones that will be powered by this chipset. Both are flagship chipsets, so they are expected to be expensive. However, at a budget price, you can get smartphones powered by this flagship chipset at 700 USD, while the highest top tier flagships, the ultra level flagships, would get up to 1200 USD price. Both SoCs are also built on 5nm fabrication process. On the CPU, Qualcomm has slotted these CPUs into a 3-tier cluster, and the Snapdragon 888 chip uses 3 different CPU cores for the first time. A single powerhouse Cortex S1 clocked at 2.84 GHz frequency. Below that sits 3 big Cortex A78 cores with 2.4 GHz peak frequency. Finally, are 4 low power Cortex A55 cores hitting 1.8 GHz frequency. The Apple A14 Bionic, on the other hand, featured 6 CPU cores, 2 high performance cores and 4 high efficiency cores, which is rumored to clock up to 3 GHz frequency. The benchmark scores so far has seen the A14 Bionic having the highest multi-score and single-core scores of these two chipsets. The multi-score the Apple A14 had at its peak 4198, while the Snapdragon 888 had 3681. When it comes to the single-core scores, the Apple A14 still leads with 1583 versus the 1135 single-core scores found with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 chip performance test. And still talking about speed, even though both chipsets support 5G connectivity, the Snapdragon 888 is still miles away, meaning it is the best 5G powered chipset smartphone to buy in the coming years. Reason because the Snapdragon 888 is the first in the world to offer all key combinations of sub-6. The TDD, which stands for time division duplex, and FDD, that stands for frequency division duplex. That simply means that with the smartphones powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 888, you can easily get 5G network anywhere it's available because they're having the bandwidth of all the carriers as much as possible as they could. Unlike the Apple A14 that is restricted to what they get when it comes to 5G. The Snapdragon 888 also have an integrated Qualcomm S60 5G modem, which is the latest generation, while the Apple A14 Bionic chip doesn't integrate 5G. In the areas of artificial intelligence and machine learning, the Snapdragon 888 boasts of 26 trillion operations per second. This over doubles the Apple A14 Bionic chip with 11 trillion operations per second, meaning Google Assistant would likely perform better than Siri. In graphics, the GPU, both chipset companies made big claims. Qualcomm claims a 35% improvement in graphics processing, almost similar thing Apple said when launching the A14 Bionic chip. But we do know that both are good at graphics. The Exynos 660 GPU and Apple's new 4 GPU cores are great. However, for gamers, the Snapdragon 888 supports up to 144 higher screen refresh rates, unlike the Apple A14 Bionic where you'll be stuck with only 60 Hz refresh rates. So, most likely the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 has these specs and that will translate into real-life performance that all gamers would love more than what they will ever get from Apple A14 Bionic chip. Other comparison between these two chipsets as follows.